everybody flooding in. I'm in my pumpkin spice era, as you can see. Rate the fit, chat. Rate the fit. It's a nice October afternoon on a Sunday. And what a better way to spend our Sunday than trying out every pumpkin spice product I could find. We have 20-something products to review. Mainly food. 90% food. The only things that aren't food are Burt's Bees, Chapstick, Febreze, and a candle. Everything else is food. And a lot of it's not on camera because I would have no space. But this is the setup that we're going to be rocking while we review this. I'm in my white girl, fall girl phase where I am loving pumpkin spice. I just can't get enough of it. So I went out and I sourced around 20 different pumpkin spice things, maybe 22. I don't know exactly. We're going to be trying all of them today, and we're going to be rating them on 2 different metrics, okay? Number 1, pumpkin spice 1 out of 5. How pumpkin spicy is the thing that I'm doing, right, or using? Mainly eating or trying or drinking, but for the things that aren't pumpkin spice that I can't eat, aka these things, they're probably going to get voided, but that'll probably get, you know, shoved out there. We're probably just going to review these off rip and then we'll get into the food. But we're going to be rating it on number 1, pumpkin spice ability, right? How pumpkin spicy is it? Is the pumpkin spice coming through, and is it prominent in the forward front flavor of the thing that I'm trying, right? That's going to be a 1 out of 5. I might give half points, but I'm probably just going to do 1, 2, 3, or 4, or 5. Number 2, taste. Do I enjoy it? 1 through 5 on that, right? 1, not really enjoying it. 3, kind of middle of the road. 5, I fucking love it. I would try it again. I would buy this in a fucking store if it pops up every fall season. Okay, that's what we're going to be rating these things on. Maximum score of a 10, minimum score of a 2. Shall we get into it? We'll start off with, you know, setting the mood, to say the least. This isn't pumpkin spice. This is a Rick and Morty lighter. I couldn't find a pumpkin spice lighter. I didn't see any companies that made pumpkin spice lighters. But we're going to light these candles here. Lovely. Just sitting. The leaves are falling. That's really hot. The leaves are falling. You could just smell it in the air, right? My allergies are kicking up. I had a nosebleed before stream. The air's getting dry. Lovely. Fall has begun. And what a better way to start off this review than a Village Candle spiced pumpkin. Whatever the hell that means. I don't really smell it. But maybe it'll come through when it starts melting. Where should I put this to where it's not a fire hazard? I didn't think this through. This is actually fire. I'm going to move it behind me. I feel like we leave it like right there. Is that bad? And then now I also have Febreze, which kind of works as, okay, which would light that on fire. Problem. I probably should have sprayed the Febreze first. We're going to spray it this way. All right, also, pumpkin roll Febreze. You know, get even more pumpkin spice in the air. Oh my God, not near the fire. Fuck that. It's just landing on me. There's no sprayability. I'm wet now. Fuck. Oh my God. Hold up. Ugh. Ugh. Oh yeah, that's pumpkin spice. All right. Now everything's fucking wet. Oh my God. What a terrible way to start this, chat. Fuck the pumpkin spice Febreze. I can't rate those out of 10 because I'm not going to eat them. But out of pumpkin spice smell, I'm going to give it a 4. The candle's going to get a fucking 2. But at least it's a vibe. All right. Let's start it up. We're going to start off with something that is probably going to be fucking disgusting. I ordered this 3 hours ago. I'm not a good YouTuber. Okay, I didn't plan this out well. It is the pumpkin spice signature latte, iced pumpkin spice. It's melted. There used to be froth and way less. It looked less milky. I think it's a little watered down here. Never order this because this is likely a heart attack waiting to happen. This is probably 150 grams of sugar. 3 pumpkin spice swirl shots, 3 vanilla shots, milk, whipped cream, a caramel drizzle, and 1 cinnamon sugar shot. Let's give it a taste. Oh, wait, I got to do it like I'm a fall girl. It tastes like burnt toast. I'm not even lying when I say that. Maybe it's because I ordered it hours ago. It's not great, okay? I'm not enjoying it. The sugar is really going through right now because it still tastes good after the fact because my brain's telling me it's enjoyable even though my taste buds are telling me it's not. Very sugary. I taste no coffee, and that is a latte, by the way, so there's caffeine in it. Pumpkin spice? Rating out of 5? I'm getting about nothing right now. Maybe that's the burnt toast that I'm misinterpreting as, burnt. Or maybe it's the pumpkin spice I'm misinterpreting as burnt toast, but they fucked this shit up. And I got a turkey sausage, egg, and cheese, too, on a fucking biscuit, and it was really good. Or on an English muffin. It was really good, chat. And normally Dunkin is about a 2 out of 10 in terms of taste out of breakfast, but I very much enjoyed that. And so this had a high expectation for me, even though it was sitting out for 3 hours. Pumpkin spice ability, we're going to give it a 1. Because I'm not really tasting the pumpkin spice that I thought I would. I kind of want that flavor to be first and foremost in my mouth, and it's not shining through. So we're going to give it a 1 on pumpkin spice ability. I'm going to give it a 3 on flavor. Even though it does taste a little burnt toasty, there's a lot of sugar, and I love sugar, so it's shining through. It's going to be an overall 4 out of 10 for me, chat. Get this the fuck out of here. What do I do with it? We're going to put it back in the fridge. I might drink more later. Now, more from Dunkin is what Dunkin is known for, not muffins. Donuts. Donuts. I'm looking in the camera, so it's inverted, so I pointed at the muffin when I was supposed to point at the donut. Anyways, donuts from Dunkin, they have a pumpkin spice donut, except I'm a dumbass, and this is an apple cider donut. I didn't realize until I had already left the Dunkin and was on the way home. This is a pumpkin muffin. This is an apple cider donut. It was on their fall menu, chat. Get this scarf the fuck off of me. I'm sweating. It was on their fall menu. I thought it was I don't know why I'm with Brooke. I ordered the apple cider donut, and I'm like, oh yeah, I got everything. We're 10 minutes away, and she goes, why didn't you order the pumpkin spice donut? I'm like, I did. She's like, no, you ordered an apple cider donut. I was like, it was on the fall menu. She was like, that's the wrong thing. So, we're going to include it in the review, but it's not pumpkin spice. It's apple cider. Doesn't taste like pumpkin spice. That's a shocker. Doesn't taste like apple cider either. It just tasted like dough. It tasted like sweet dough. 0 on pumpkin spice. 3 on flavor. It wasn't bad. Didn't even taste like apple fucking cider. Literally just doughy, sweet doughy. This looks like it's going to taste like pumpkin. I'll hold this up to the camera. This shit looks like throw up. It's so orange. Now, whether or not it's artificially orange or pumpkin spice orange, look at that. Oh my God, the icing looks good. I hope it's good, though. Realistically, though, chat, have you ever ordered this at a Dunkin' or anywhere for that matter? Like, who the fuck is pulling up? Maybe the pumpkin spice latte somebody's getting. But who the hell is going to a Dunkin' Donuts and being like, oh my God, it's October. I could get the pumpkin muffin. No one's looking forward to this. It looks good. And it tastes like pumpkin spice. Dunkin', I was expecting a lot from you, only to be disappointed. And then I was expecting this to be atrocious on all 3 accounts. This is very pumpkin-y. It looks gross. It kind of looks like vomit. It looks like somebody threw up in muffin mixture. But now, I also have to say, I'm not really a fan of pumpkin spice. So when all of these get a 2 out of 10, if I give any of these a 5 out of 5 on taste, that means it's good, because I really didn't like that much, right? It was a good muffin, but I would have enjoyed it more if it didn't taste like pumpkin spice. On pumpkin spice level, that was a 4, right? It was shining through. It was the main flavor, and I respect Dunkin' for that. It's stuck in my gums, and I'm still tasting the spice from the pumpkin spice. That's really what I'm looking for as well. The pumpkin is always a little faint flavor, right? A little bit of pumpkin, a lot of spice, right? Not spicy, spice flavor. Taste, 4 out of 10 pumpkin spice. Flavor, what do we give that, chat? God, I don't want to give it a 3 again. I like the donut more, and the coffee, too. Oh, I was impressed by the pumpkin spice, chat, but I didn't like the flavor, and I'm sorry that I have to give it that. It's a 6 out of 10. It's 6 out of 10 total. I can't give it a 3 because the donut was better, even though it just tasted like dough, and the other sugary drink I enjoyed more. I'm not giving it a 2 because it tasted like pumpkin spice, right? I'm not a fan of pumpkin spice, but if it tastes good, I'm going to fucking say it tastes good. Now we're getting into the cereals here. We have not one. Okay, this is becoming a fire hazard. That could have been bad. Cardboard on a candle. Not great. Let's close that. Let's move that out of the way. Anyways, we have not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 pumpkin spice cereals. Kellogg's. Are all of these Kellogg's? Are all of these fucking Kellogg's? Is Cheerios Kellogg's? No. All of these are Kellogg's but Cheerios. So this is the same fucking company. They're not even competitors. They've just released Special K pumpkin spice, Frosted Mini Wheats, pumpkin pie, which, chat, we say that counts, okay? Pumpkin pie, fine, that's pumpkin spice. I'm rating pumpkin flavor here, okay? And then we have Frosted Flakes pumpkin spice and General Mills Cheerios limited edition. We're going to start off with the Frosted Flakes pumpkin spice. I have 4 different bowls because, chat, as everybody knows, the milk matters, okay? The milk flavor matters. I can't taint the cereal. If I have one bowl and I pour the Frosted Flakes in it, and then I pour the milk, and then I reuse the same milk, gonna be a problem. I'm just realizing I'm an idiot. I could just drink the milk. Okay, we're gonna use one bowl here. I don't have a spoon. Problem. I don't have a spoon. I bought 4 bowls when I could have just used one and drank the milk. And I don't have a spoon. I need to go get a spoon. Ugh. We're back. Frosted Flakes, an amazing cereal, chat. What are we rating regular Frosted Flakes here? I'm going to say like a 9. Frosted Flakes, staple. Oh, that smelled like mayo. Oh. Okay, before I even get into this, I don't like when cereals try to make spin-off flavors of the original. It's like when you watch Jersey Shore and you're like, wow, this show is kind of stupid, but like, you know, it's original. And then they come out with like Florabama Shore. Editor, throw a picture up of Jersey Shore and Florabama Shore. It annoys me. You know, you're eating regular Frosted Mini Wheats, and then they come out with golden Mini Wheats. Like, just keep the regular, right? What is this fucking variety? I don't like it. But regular Frosted Flakes, staple cereal in most people's childhood. Let's see how the pumpkin spice ones hold up. Also, kind of whoever came up with Frosted Flakes, fucking genius. Because Frosted Flakes, chat, what is the unfrosted version of Frosted Flakes called? It's got that dumb chicken. Corn Flakes. Frosted Flakes are just corn flakes with sugar. It's the same company, but they market to kids with a tiger. Why a tiger, by the way? Very attractive tiger. Tony the Tiger. I don't want to say Tony probably has strong hands, but I think Tony has strong hands, and I think he's gentle, you know? I think if I was dating Tony the Tiger instead of my lovely girlfriend Brooke, I think he would be gentle with me, you know? Today, we are using almond milk. And that's probably going to piss a lot of people off. But bitch, I bought this a while ago, and almond milk's better for you. And I'm trying to be health conscious, okay? Chat, we're trying a lot of, as you can see, I have a lot of fucking tasty cakes and shit we got to try as well. Frosted Flakes. I put way too much. I should have kept the 4 bowls. Chat, that's why I had the 4 bowls, is because I'm only going to do one. I'll throw it in the trash. I know it's food waste. I'm sorry. I'm going to be planting 1,000,000 trees in Georgia to make up. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Chat, we're gonna do one regular bite of the top where it's gonna be crispy, and then maybe a soggy bite. This is a bad take here. I like my cereal soggy. I enjoy soggy cereal. If it sits out, not to the point where it's breaking apart, but cereal that's been sitting in milk for about 3-4 minutes is enjoyable for me. 0 pumpkin spice. None. It just tastes like Frosted Flakes. Wow. I'm getting a little bit of spice, but no pumpkin at all. This isn't even pumpkin spice. Reading the ingredients, these are the only ingredients. Milled corn, sugar, malt flavor. Contains 2% or less of salt and cinnamon. Where's the fucking pump? It says natural flavor too. Maybe that's where the pumpkin is. This is just a marketing scam. Kellogg's, Frosted Flakes, Tony the fucking Tiger. What are we doing here? Okay? What is this fucking blasphemy? If you're marketing pumpkin spice and you have the Tony the Tiger, where are his teeth, by the way? Did they rip them out to make him less scary? I don't know. But Tony the Tiger, if you're going to slap Tony, the goat of Frosted Flakes, the goat of Kellogg's, you're going to put him marketing this pumpkin spice for me, holding the bowl directly in front of my face like he's forcing me to eat it. And I'm not getting any pumpkin spice. I'm getting spice. I taste the cinnamon, right? 2 out of 10 on pumpkin spice. 2. Maybe 1. Because should I be able to give zeros? We're going to hot swap. I'm allowed to give zeros. That apple cider donut gets a 0 on pumpkin spice, not a 1. I'm able to give zeros. Because I taste the spice, so it's a 1. But I don't want to put this at a 1 and the apple cider donut as a 1 because that's literally just not even pumpkin spice. 1. Taste 5. You know, you still shine through. Love you, Tony. It tastes great because it just tastes like fucking regular Frosted Flakes. So it's a scam, right? And I'm wondering if this is more expensive than the regular version. Editor, throw up the pricing here. Editor, throw up the pricing here. If it's more expensive, this is a scam. If it's the same price, no harm, no foul. I'll do a milk drink too, as well, just so we could get some of the flavor. And see, chat, high IQ Joe Bart here. Unsweetened almond milk, so I could really get the flavor of the cereal through the milk. Tastes disgusting. Remind me to bag this trash after, or it's going to start smelling really bad. little intermission between the cereals. Why don't we rate Dude Wipes? Little intermission. Dunkin, bitch. Focus! Dunkin Spice. Dunkin Spice Dude Wipes. If you know what these are for, they're for wiping your shitty asshole. And I've used regular Dude Wipes. Very enjoyable. It's a wet wipe, but it makes you, it's not a baby wipe. So it makes you feel more manly, you know? That I'm not wiping my ass with a baby wipe. Instead, I'm wiping my ass with a dude wipe. Because I'm a dude, you know? Pumpkin spice. It smells, chat. It smells like pumpkin spice. And dude, they have the ingredients on the back. Water, glycerin, Eugenia caryophyllus. Okay. Leaf oil, Mysteria, they have Mysterica fragrans, which is nutmeg. So nutmeg is the third ingredient here. Do you think this burns your asshole? Say you have like a slight cut on your butt, and you wipe your ass with a pumpkin spice dude wipe. Not great. Your tongue's white because I'm eating a bunch of food and I drank that weird coffee in the donut. This isn't one of those scenarios where my tongue's normally white on stream because it's disgusting. I'm getting no flavor. Little disappointed, Dude Wipes. Why don't we make them taste better? You know? Try a wipe. I'm not going to wipe my ass on stream. Oh, dude, it really smells like pumpkin spice, though. Oh, I just want to cover my body in it. I feel like my arms are going to start itching. 0 on taste. Okay. Dude Wipes. 5 out of 10. 5 out of 5 pumpkin spice, right? You really perform where you needed to, but you're kind of lackluster on the taste here. Not really impressed. Anyways. Let's do another cereal. These are gonna suck. I'm going into this assuming that this is gonna taste like shit. I don't. Mini wheats. Who likes frosted mini wheats? I enjoy them because they make me feel healthy, right? Even though there's a lot of sugar, it's like, oh, I'm eating them. I will say, this regular original frosted mini wheats are the best cereal to eat dry. Speaking of, we're gonna start eating them dry. We're gonna do the milk, but I'll try one dry because I feel like that's how you should enjoy frosted mini wheats a lot of the time. Is just dry. Wow. I don't know why, even on the box, it's orange, but I was expecting the white. That looks like Cheeto dust. Visually unappealing. Really visually unappealing. I feel like I'm in the 1600s, eating rolled wheat for breakfast. Whole grain wheat sugar contains 2% of less of brown rice sugar, cinnamon, ginger, gelatin, and nutmeg. Oh, they do have nutmeg in this one, rather than the other frosted mini wheats, which they've added almost nothing. So they do have a little pumpkin spice here. They have the nutmeg, which the Dude Wipes had, but the Dude Wipes didn't taste very good. So we're hoping that this doesn't taste like the Dude Wipes. Those aren't technically, I mean, they're edible because it's plant fiber. Are they edible? I probably should have looked into that before I put it on my tongue. If it's good on your asshole, it's good in your mouth, right? I feel like that's a rule my grandpa taught me once. Anyways. I mean, dude, they really just taste, dude, don't they look disgusting? Like, I don't know. Orange frosting. Like that, am I wrong in saying that literally just looks like Dorito cheese? I would rather buy the Frosted Flakes just because, I mean, obviously, yeah, they just taste like regular Frosted Flakes. These, I'm tasting pumpkin spice, right? I'm going to give it a 3 on, no, I'm going to give it a 2. Because it's not, I'm not getting any pumpkin flavor. I'm just getting the nutmeg. That's the only thing that I'm tasting from this is the nutmeg. And so it's going to get a 2 on pumpkin spice rating. On taste, I'm going to give it a 3. It's middle of the road, dude. It's frosted mini wheats. They're orange, which is kind of making me a little grossed out. And I don't enjoy that. I'll try the milk. Maybe I'll get a little bit more. Not at all. All right. I don't know what their total score was. I give it a 2 and a 3. 5 out of 10. Frosted mini wheats. Congratulations. Another intermediate break between the cereals. We have Burt's Bees Pumpkin Spice Chapstick. I used to have a friend that would rub this on his eyelids to get high. Or not get high. It's called beesing. I'm not going to do it because I'm assuming it's TOS. But they would rub Burt's Bees Chapstick on their eyelids to give them a tingly feeling. But it could also swell your eyelids up and make them really red. Part of me really wants to take a bite out of this. If it wasn't TOS, I would. I'll be able to rate taste though, because I'll be able to lick it off my lips. I think that was the first time I've applied chapstick in the last 10 years. So that's always nice. Doesn't really smell like anything. Just kind of smells like that weird chemical smell from chapstick. No flavor. I'm getting a tingly feeling on my lips. Will this swell my lips up? I don't know. I really don't like this. It just kind of is like chapstick. The pumpkin spice, I mean, dude, the spice is there. The pumpkin's not there. It's going to get a 1. It's going to get a 1 and flavor's a 0 because that tastes like shit. Burt's Bees, you're getting a 1 out of 10. I'll keep this, though, in case I ever have chapped lips because this is the only pumpkin spice, or not pumpkin spice. This is the only chapstick I own. All right. Lock it in for the next one, chat. I kind of have high hopes for this. I don't know why. But I feel like Special K, whenever I've had Special K, if it says it's flavored something, it's always flavored that way. Even though this is Kellogg's and it's technically the same company, I feel like they're really going to do well here. Never mind, I'm not reading any ingredients that have any sort of pumpkin spice. Oh, there's nutmeg. Okay, real talk, I think they just change the branding and add nutmeg to these. I think I'm unraveling a conspiracy here. This is a scam. Why don't we make, you know, cereal bags a little easier to... No. I know I'm going to eat it later. I'm not throwing it out. I like Special K. It makes me feel healthy. Special K is that shit that millennials eat for breakfast. Where's my millennials in chat? Hoorah! The 5 millennials in chat. I eat Special K for breakfast. I'm not making fun of you guys. What is this? What is that? And why do I only have one of them? Oh, no, there's a few. Is that vanilla? Tasted like frosting. It's a kidney stone. Some guy passed a kidney stone on the production line. Just dropped it in the bag. Be a little special treat, a little toy inside. Remember box tops? Yeah. I used to collect them, and on field day, whatever team had the most box tops got points. And I would have like, I would have 100 of them bitches. Every box I had, I would save up from the start of the school year. Bitch, I'd save up in the summer. I'm like, I can't let green team down, dude. No pumpkin spice. It just tastes like fucking Special K. 0. Literally 0. Like less than Frosted Flakes. Taste of 5. I love Special K. No pumpkin spice though. Dude, I'm like kind of disappointed right now. I'm hoping the other foods kind of lock it in here because the cereals thus far have been a massive letdown, which is really annoying. Last cereal we have here, pumpkin spice Cheerios from General Mills. All right, the only non-Kellogg's pumpkin spice that I could find for a cereal. So maybe this one will lock it in for us and provide the pumpkin spice flavor that we've been wanting, you know. Smells like pumpkin spice. Cinnamon's up there. Nutmeg's up there. Ooh, high hopes for this. They're a little more orange than the regular Cheerios are. It looks like they're covered in cinnamon. So maybe they actually will be pumpkin spice flavored. I taste pumpkin spice dry. I think with milk it'll bring it out even a little bit more. I'm so happy we're done with the cereals. I'm starting to feel nauseous from this shit. You ever eat too much cereal and you just feel like shit? All of these are going to make me feel like shit. Dude, we have like Twinkies. Oh my God. I'm going to be breathing over a toilet later. I already know. All right. I tasted the pumpkin spice a lot more in those Cheerios. It wasn't that much. Like that muffin we had was really pumpkin spicy, or the smell of the dude wipes. Relating it to that, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 10 on the pumpkin spice. It was there, but it wasn't that prominent. Taste, I'm going to give it a I'm going to give it a 3.5, right? It doesn't deserve a 4. It wasn't really amazing, but did I enjoy it? Yes. And it was more than mid. So, I'm going to give that a 6.5 out of 10. Out of 10. Cheerios wins the fucking cereal wars dub. Anyways, now we're on to the other bullshit, which I'm not really excited about because I'm going to feel like shit after eating these. The diabetes snacks. We have Hosted cupcakes, iced pumpkin. We have Little Debbie's pumpkin spice rolls, which I'm assuming are going to be the most pumpkin spice. We have pumpkin spice Twinkies. We have pumpkin spice Oreos. We have pumpkin pie jelly beans, pumpkin spice marshmallows, pumpkin spice Belvita crunch, pumpkin spice almonds, Milano cookies, Kind bars, pumpkin spice yogurt pretzels, and then Tate's pumpkin spice cookies. That's all we have left. Where do we want to start, chat? You guys will choose. Where do we want to start? Let's start with the fucking jelly beans, because I want to get those out of the way, because those suck. Chat, when was the last time y'all ate jelly beans? We were talking about this on stream yesterday when I was in that Block Wars event. I haven't had jelly beans outside of Bean Boozled in legitimately a decade. More than that. Probably when I was like 8 years old. They're always just very lackluster in flavor. I'm going to eat 3 at once because they're tiny. No lie, it tastes like Hubba Bubba bubblegum. No pumpkin pie. None. It literally tastes like I'm chewing bubblegum. That's disgusting. I'm actually throwing those out. 0 on both ends. Those fucking jelly beans were actually horrific. Pumpkin pie jelly beans, get the fuck out of here. That did not taste like pumpkin pie at all. That tasted like, not juicy fruit. That shit tasted like double bubble. That shit tasted like Hubba Bubba fucking bubble gum, pink bubble gum. It chewed like it as well. And it was like it was left in the car too long. That was fucking terrible. That was the worst thing I've had today. Next. Oreos never really let their viewers down. You know, they don't really let their supporters down. They're always kind of on par with whatever the flavor may be. Whether it be something simple like vanilla or something disgusting that you would question why would it be in an Oreo like Coca-Cola. All right, they're looking a little different than I thought they would in terms of icing. They smell like pumpkin spice and vanilla. The middle is very orange, almost brown. It's so orange. Ingredient check. There's paprika in this. Weird. Pumpkin spice, it's really not much. It's giving me like a 2.5. Not a 3, not even middle of the tier, just a little below that. I taste the spice, but it's mainly sugar because Oreos are so fucking sugary. Taste is a 5. They're fucking amazing. I think the vanilla Oreos are better. Chat, what is better, vanilla or regular Oreos? I like the vanilla ones more, and the cookie they have is more similar to the vanilla ones, just with a little, you know, pumpkin spice flavoring. For that reason, I'm going to give it a 2.5 on pumpkin spice, but a 5 on taste. That might be our leader. That might be our leader. 7.5 total score. I don't know if something's above that, chat. Is there anything above that currently? Next! Twinkies. Hostess Twinkies. Twinkies themselves are fucking fire. Anybody remember that era where they discontinued them for like a year? And everybody was like, the Twinkies are gone. And people were freaking out, and then they brought them back. These are actually fucking terrible for you. I have to say as well. Like, actually terrible for you. Reading the editor, throw up the calorie information for 2 Twinkies. 2 Twinkies is a serving size, 4 grams of saturated fat and 30 grams of sugar. Wow. And they have cholesterol. How? No idea. I could probably eat an entire case of these, though. No problem. Very airy. Easy to eat. You ever see the video, too, editor? Throw up the image of Twinkies or video of Twinkies where they left it in a jar for like 30 years and it looked exactly the same. It didn't change. Pumpkin spice Twinkie. Wow. I'm getting pumpkin spice. The filling also looks like it has some level of pumpkin spice in it. It has these weird like brown flakes in it. I hope it's not rotten. As I say, I doubt it's rotten. I could probably eat this in 5 years if I left this out on my table for 5 years. Anyways, that was really fucking good. That had the pumpkin spice taste that the muffin had. 4 on pumpkin spice. 5 on flavor. Is that too much, chat? Should we lower it? 9 out of 10 for the Twinkies? I don't know. No, I feel like that's deserved. I feel like that's well deserved. That was really good. That was really fucking good. It was as good as a regular Twinkie, but just different because it was pumpkin spice, right? It paired well with the regular Twinkie flavor and consistency. And for that reason, I'm going to give it a 9 total. Next! Little Debbie's pumpkin spice rolls. Okay, I don't know if this is fucked up. Doesn't Little Debbie kind of look like she would stab you in your sleep? Like the image they have of her? Like it looks like if she was like your kid, you would wake up in the middle of the night and she would be like holding a big kitchen knife, like one of those scream knives over your body, and she'd be like, "Oh, you're awake." I don't know if this is a marketing thing, chat. The icing's the same. Am I wrong in saying that the packaging is much more brown? This is like 4 shades lighter comparatively. Maybe I'm tweaking. All right, let's give it a taste. Very swirly. I like the uniformity of Little Debbie's, right? Even though she looks like a serial killer in the image. Smells like pumpkins. Actually, I got a faint smell of salmon. Maybe I'm wrong. I think I'm mixing the two. Little Debbie. Little Debbie. You let me down, okay? You know that icing that comes on pre-packaged cupcakes that you give to your classmates when it's your birthday in second grade. And it's not really good icing. It's not like that buttermilk icing. It's like that ice cream that's like, or that icing that's kind of just like whipped cream. You know what I mean? It's like the shitty icing. It's like that. That's like the full center there. Yeah, it's like whipped ice. It's not good. It's bad. But the icing that I don't enjoy, where it's like too light, it's like fake, it's gross. That's what this tastes like. And I'm also getting like, I'm getting like a 2 on the pumpkin spice. I'm getting another 2 on flavor. Like, it's sugary, but it just reminds me of that, like, that joy that you had when somebody brought cupcakes in because it was somebody's birthday, and then you take a bite of it, and it's that shit icing, and your mood immediately tanks. It's not that buttercream icing, it's that boof-ass shit you get at, like, a fucking Walmart. No. 4 out of 10 total. Yuck. I did not enjoy that at all. Next, Milano pumpkin spice. Milano cookies, quite possibly an S-tier cookie in themselves. They have a lot of variety, and I've never had a Milano cookie that I didn't enjoy, right? And they also have very unique packaging. You recognize them from far away, right? If you're strolling in the aisles and you're trying to find these, you're never gonna walk right by them, you know? Packaging's different. They also come in these little canisters, or not canisters. And they're, that looks, okay, Milano. Okay, Milano. Milano, I am dick riding the shit out of you right now. And then you give me this. What the fuck is this? I was just gonna say, the serving size is like 2 cookies. I always just eat a whole thing, because there's 3 of them in each. And I always just eat this. I'm like, this is my serving, and it's usually like 4 or 5 cookies. Maybe that's my fault, right? I'm not gonna discredit them yet, because I could have like thrown it around, but all of them are broken. Like, mostly all of them are broken, and again, it's got that artificial Cheeto dust look to them. Wow. Milano. Bro. It has quite possibly the worst aftertaste. I need to drink, like, water or something. That actually tastes fucking disgusting. Like, on the aftermath. Off rip, you get no pumpkin spice flavor. Like, it just tastes like a regular milk chocolate Milano cookie. So off the start, I was like, you know, this is gonna get like a 4 or 5 on taste. But it's gonna get a 0 on number 1 presentation, number 2 pumpkin spice, and then it hits you right when you swallow it. It's just pumpkin spice, but it's like old. You know, this is what it's. I think it's too pumpkin-y. I don't want to say it broke the scale. You know when? Oh no, it's not pumpkin spice. You know what it is? You know when you're carving a pumpkin and you're scooping the goop out of the pumpkin, and I don't know if this is relatable. It makes me gag. Feeling the it's what I imagine hospital workers do, or have the feeling hospital workers have when they're helping, you know, a mom give birth, and then they hold the child and they're wet and like covered in placenta or whatever it is. That when I'm scooping the goop out of a pumpkin, I get that like the smell is foul and the feeling of scooping it is disgusting. Back to what I was saying. The smell when you're scooping the pumpkin guts out of the fucking pumpkin is the taste and the aftertaste of the Milano cookies. It's so dead on pumpkin that it's bad. Milano, you did a great job on emulating pumpkin. You didn't add the spice, so I'm just getting straight pumpkin guts, and it makes me want to throw up. It's bad. Pumpkin, I'm going to give you a 3 because I'm not getting spice. I'm getting pumpkin. I'm going to give it a fucking 1 on flavor because that aftertaste was disgusting. Just pumpkin. Next. These I kind of have really high hopes for. Another Hostess. We already give a 9 to Twinkies. So surely the cupcakes step it up a notch here. There's only one cake. I kind of like that they give you one instead of two. So they're more individually packaged, so you don't feel the urge to eat two. Very heavy. Do you see it sagging under the weight of my fingers? Heavy. This is a dense cake. Actually, it's not even sagging. It feels like it is, though. This is very dense. We're going to do a little cross section here. A lot of icing filling. I feel like this is like Reese's cup filling levels right now. There's just an outer layer of cake and almost all of the inside's icing. Oh my God. Oh my. Hostess. While you, as a company, definitely contribute to the mass amount of Americans with diabetes and obesity, you ate this shit up. I am not that big of a fan of pumpkin spice, but when I tell you the pumpkin spice here shines through more than anything I've had, more than the Twinkies themselves, and that buttermilk icing on top with that little swirl of icing and the inside frosting, 10, 5 and 5, 5 and 5. Hostess cupcakes, you have outdone yourself here. If we were rating on Hawk Tuas, I would give the Hostess cupcake a Hawk Tua, okay? That was really cringy, but, I mean, you can't really make a non-cringy Hawk Tua joke. Anyways, that was a 10. I enjoyed that thoroughly. One cupcake is 22 grams of sugar. Wow. That's probably why I liked it so much. And we're back to the bullshit. Planters. Why don't we stick to the peanuts, okay? Why don't we get out of the almond realm? And why don't we get out of the pumpkin spice almond realm? I don't know why this is even a product. I feel like pumpkin spice is usually with things that are sweet. I will say this is very enjoyable. Opening a can of nuts, and you get this little tab here, and you go, look. You just go. Oh. It's like I'm watching ASMR. They have a lot. It does have the pumpkin spice smell, and that bitch is covered. Planters, I might have spoken too soon here. I'm doubting that this is going to taste good because I don't think pumpkin spice and almonds are going to pair well together. I may be wrong, but they've outdone themselves on the seasoning. I'm seeing the seasoning right here. You can tell they cover each individual one. It's like they're tossed. I'm like, this is a confusing flavor for me. When you think of pumpkin spice, you're usually thinking of like coffee or something like that, like a specialty coffee drink or cookies. Like pumpkin spiced wafers are usually like more so what people are like recognizing, but it's weird to taste it on almonds. It's only 4 grams of added sugar per serving. 25 almonds. Anyways, I wasn't appalled, right? It wasn't gross. Did I enjoy it as much as I would maybe like a sriracha almond or like a spicy pistachio? No, but I am in my pumpkin spice era, right? And it wasn't half bad. The pumpkin spice flavor shined through very well. It's going to get a 4, okay? It's not a 5 because it wasn't like the Hostess cupcake because that was a 5. This is a 4 on pumpkin spice flavor. On actual taste, 3.5. It's going to get a 7.5 total. I think that's an honest score. I don't think that's giving it, too much. I think some people might think it should be a little higher. I don't, because I would rather have almost any other flavor of almond, but it wasn't bad. I didn't dislike it. So, next, we have 5 things left. Jet puffed pumpkin spice marshmallows. I don't know who the fuck just bought. Do you guys just buy marshmallows? Like when I did that video where I did Chubby Bunny with marshmallows, I only had those because I wrote like I'll go do a campfire and roast marshmallows. Like those are old as fuck. So what I'm saying is like these aren't even ones that you're gonna roast. These are just like marshmallows that people eat. So are people buying these and just snacking on them? Or what? No. 1-1. This is getting a 2, and I would not be surprised if these sit in my cabinet for the next 5 years, because those are horrible. They have no sugar, I mean, they are sugary, but you don't really taste the sugar. You just taste like a little bit of cinnamon, which I guess you could call pumpkin spice, and they're in the shape of pumpkins, which I guess is fucking unique, but not really, because with modern technology, it's not that hard to do that. Anyways, Jet Puffed, massive letdown. That was a 2 out of 10. That was fucking disgusting. Next, pumpkin spice yogurt pretzels by Hayden Valley Foods. Never even heard of this company, but I saw them on Amazon, and so I ordered them because I said, pumpkin spice pretzels? That's unique. I'm assuming they're yogurt covered. I'm in my head, I'm still thinking they're going to taste like white chocolate. Pumpkin spice. Shining like a fucking glistening star. Like our sun when it cooks the earth due to climate change. It is there. It's there right in my face, just like the cupcake was from Hostess. It's not overwhelming, and it's not too pumpkin-y like the fucking Milano cookie was. It has the saltiness from the pretzel, the crunch, and the creaminess from the yogurt. This is an all-around food. This is the equivalent of hot Cheetos in the pumpkin spice world. 5 and 5. 10. Wow. I did not think today I would give 2 10s. But Hayden Valley Farms, you really performed. You really performed there. Somebody said, and you lost me. Sounds pretty nasty, not going to lie. I think it's hitting most of the taste buds, right? It's getting that saltiness, that sweet, that spice from the cinnamon, nutmeg, whatever they're using from the pumpkin spice. And it's creamy and crunchy. I think it's enjoyable. And I just like pretzels that are covered in stuff. Now, we have our last 3 things, one of which, Belvita Crunchy Pumpkin Spice. I eat these on a daily basis. Not the pumpkin spice ones, but just Belvita. I think they're a quick snack. It's oats. Makes me feel healthy, even though there's a lot of sugar and they're not that healthy. But, you know, they're a quick on-the-go thing. If you need to eat something quick, you get 4 in there. I feel like it's an honest serving, so it makes me happy. This one, they only get 3. Belvita. I'm immediately docking points. Belvita. 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 Chat, read this for me real quick. Serving size. 1 pack. 4 biscuits. Count it. Count it. I'm doing a test here. We're opening up another one. Wow. Chat. What is this inconsistency, Belvita? Belvita, I paid hard-earned money for my pumpkin spice Belvita cookies. And in one package, you give me 3. And in the other, you give me 4. How am I supposed to live my life with this inconsistency? Send me a lifetime supply of the oats and honey ones, Belvita. I'm very upset. Belvita, I don't know where the other piece is. I'm getting the pumpkin spice. I'm getting the pumpkin spice scent. One bite. No pumpkin spice flavor, just straight oat. It's the same thing with most of the Belvita chips. That's why, or not chips, the Belvita things. That's why I enjoy them. Bit of a pumpkin spice aftertaste, but no forefront taste. Belvita, for me missing 1 out of one of the 4 packages that I had, I'm going to dock you a half a point off of your total score. I'm going to give you a 3 on the pumpkin spice flavor because the aftertaste did shine through. The overall taste, it's worse than every other Belvita I've had. I'm going to give it a 3 again because I really do enjoy Belvita, so this is just kind of middle of the road for me, which would make your total score a 6, but I'm going to dock it down to a 5.5. Get 4 cookies in all your fucking packages. Next. Kind Thins. I've never had the thin... Kind Thins chocolate pumpkin spice. Never had the thin ones. I've had the thick ones. I've eaten these often. Usually at airports when 1 bar costs $12 because they upmarket, and then I do self-checkout and asks me for a tip. And that's where I start crashing out on the airport. Very nutty. I could already tell. But that's also just what kind bars are. It's just a bunch of nuts. Very flimsy. I see the pumpkin spice seasoning on the top. This is very seed forward. Are there seeds in this? No. Chat, what the fuck are those small balls? Tapioca, syrup, sugar, peanuts, maybe crushed up peanuts. It tastes like seeds. It tastes like I'm eating pumpkin seeds. Maybe that's just the pumpkin spice on the peanuts is giving me the texture of a pumpkin. I like that because there's not even seeds in this. Pumpkin spice is going to get a 3.5 because of that, because it confused me thinking there were seeds in there because it was the pumpkin flavor. Taste, I'm going to give it a 3.5 as well. Overall, 7. Wasn't amazing, but I do like Kind Bars, and I really like the chocolate. Last one! Tate's. Their regular cookies are fucking fire. I'm always a fan of a thin, hard cookie. Pause. So this better work for me. I hope that isn't white chocolate, because white chocolate is a fucking scam. I'm not a fan of white chocolate. I'm not seeing anything on this. Tate's. Tate's. There's one. There's one. It's getting a little better. It's growing on me as I chew it. I don't know. I feel like a lot of the pastries and the cookies have a really thick pumpkin spice aftertaste. But like initially, I'm just tasting like, it tastes kind of just like a sugar cookie with like white chocolate chips, which isn't bad. Like, I'm not going to say I wouldn't enjoy that, but I don't know. What do I fucking rate that? I'm going to give that a 3. Again, no, I'll give it a 3.5. I'll give it a 3.5 on pumpkin spice. On flavor, I'm gonna give it was good. I feel like I'm bashing it too much. I'm bashing it because I'm relating it to how I originally see Tate's chocolate chip cookies, because I enjoy those. And I feel like that's unfair for me to do that, because I would rate that a 5. I would give this a 4. So this is getting a 7.5. This is getting a 7.5. Tate's cookies, congratulations. The only 10s today are both from Hostess. And then also honorary mention Dude Wipes for the 5 out of 10, or for the 5 out of 5 pumpkin spice. Really need to work on upping your taste game for your asshole wipes. Thank you. Oh, the pretzels. Were the pretzels a 10? Okay, these are the 10s. If you are a pumpkin spice fanatic, this is the official Joe Bart. Oh, no, the Twinkies were a 9. These are the only 2 10s. The Twinkies were a 9. I was relating, because Hostess did well altogether. I would still recommend the Twinkies. I would recommend a lot of things that we had. But if you are a pumpkin spice fanatic, these are the 2 things that I would recommend most for this October/fall, November, into early December for the pumpkin spice fiends. This is the official Joe Bart recommendation. Hostess iced pumpkin cupcakes. And I don't even know where you'd buy these, but I got them on Amazon. Hayden Valley pumpkin spice yogurt pretzels. Very enjoyable. W fucking stream segment. Thank you to everybody that tuned in and watched. And I'll catch y'all in the next video.